Good morning, second graders. Today we are looking at lesson 6.6 and we are using addition to check our subtraction facts. Let's start with our video and we will move on from there.
Remember that addition and subtraction are related. So you can add to check subtraction. What do you notice about the numbers in the addition and subtraction problems? The sum of the parts is the same as the whole. Now look at the subtraction problem. How did you subtract 9 from 24? You need to regroup 24 as 1 10 and 14 ones. Then you subtract the ones first and then the tens. What numbers did you add to check the subtraction?
Select your answer.
Okay, hopefully you remember about fact families and these three numbers working together. We can say 24 minus 9 equals 15 and then flip the fact and say 15 plus 9 equals 24. So we know that we used 15 and 9 to check our subtraction.
You use the numbers 15 and 9. 15 plus 9 equals 24. Subtract 52 minus 17. Add to check your subtraction. How do you subtract 17 from 52? Regroup 52 as 4 tens and 12 ones. First, subtract the ones. Then, subtract the tens. What two numbers are added to check the subtraction?
Select your answer.
Okay, again, we are adding the numbers that we subtract and our difference. So 17 is the number that we subtracted and 35 is the answer that we got. If we add those two together and they give us 52, we know that 35 was the right answer.
Add 35 and 17. What is the sum? 35 plus 17 equals 52. What do you notice about the numbers on the part whole mat? The numbers are the same three numbers as are in the subtraction and related addition problems. The two parts equal the whole again. Now you know how to use adding to check subtracting.
Okay, let's pop over to our other video and we will take one more look and move on from that.
Addition and subtraction. They're opposites, but they're also related. How so? You can use one to check the other. Let's subtract 26 minus 19. Look at the ones. 6 minus 9. Oops, we don't have enough ones. So let's regroup the tens as 10 ones. 16 ones minus 9 ones equals 7 ones. And 1 10 minus 1 10 equals 0 tens. So we're left with 7 ones, or 7. 26 minus 19 equals 7. Let's make sure our answer makes sense. Since addition and subtraction are opposites, let's reverse the problem and add 7 and 19. Look at the ones. 9 ones plus 7 ones equals 16 ones. Yay! We have enough ones to make a 10. So 16 ones is 1 10 and 6 ones. Let's add our new 10 to the one we already have. 1 10 plus 1 10 equals 2 tens. Add the 6 ones and we have 26. 19 plus 7 equals 26. Well, look at that. The sum of the parts, 19 and 7, is the same as the whole, 26. The addition checks the subtraction. See, opposites really can work together, especially when solving math problems.
Okay, I would like you please to meet me on page 353. I will see you there. Okay, let's get this zoomed in. Oh, and I have an extra pencil hiding in here. Give me just a second. All right. Our question says find 52 minus 24. Use the bar diagram and subtraction frame to help you show and solve the problem. How can you use addition to check your answer? So we are going to start here and set it up to subtract 52 minus 24. Now we have done tons of practice in the last really the last week on subtracting these two-digit numbers. So the first thing we need to do is compare our ones. We know that 4 is bigger than 2, so we have to regroup. That means our 5 is going to become a 4, and our 2 is going to become a 12. This happens because I had 5 tens and I had 2 ones. I took 1 10 away and added it to my ones place. And now I have 4 tens and 12 ones. Now I'm ready to subtract. I know that 12 minus 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, leaves me with, hopefully you said 8, and 4 minus 2 leaves me with 2. So I subtracted 52 minus 24 and got 28. Now I want to check my work, and so I'm going to add these two numbers to see if I get 52. If I do, then I know that 28 was the correct answer. So I'm going to set it up this way, 24 plus 28, and see what I get. I can also use my bar diagram. 52 is my total. One part is 24. We're solving for the mystery part. We think it's 28, but we're going to use addition to check just to make sure. So 4 plus 8, I start with 4 and I count on 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I drop my 2. We know 12 has 2 1s and 1 10, so I take that extra 10 and I add it to my tens place. Now I can add up all of the tens that I have. So I had 2 plus 2 is 4 tens, plus 1 more 10 is 5. This answer and this answer should be the same. Our math was correct. Okay? If you need to pause to make sure that your math book looks like my math book, go ahead and do that, and I will meet you on page 354. Turn the page. Okay. We're going to scooch over to look at number 2 first. Oh boy. Well, happens sometimes. Look at number 2. The first thing we need to do is compare our ones place. 9 is bigger than 8, so I have to regroup. I start with 7 tens. I'm going to change it to 6, so I can add those 10 ones to my ones place. That means I'm saying 8 ones plus 10 more ones. That gives me 18. Hopefully you remember that 9 plus 9 is a doubles fact that equals 18. That means 18 minus 9 equals 9. If you were not sure about this, use the number line on your name tag, start at 18, and jump back 9 spots. I can do the same strategy to solve for 6 minus 4, and I get 29. Now, if I look here, they gave us this information, and they helped us set up our addition problem. 29 plus 49 will allow me to check my subtraction, and hopefully I get 78. 9 plus 9, we know that's a doubles fact that equals 18, so I drop my ones and I carry over my 10. Now I need to add up all of my tens. So 2 tens plus 4 tens is 6 tens plus 1 more 10 is 78. Our answers are the same. So our subtraction was correct. The missing piece here was 29. Okay, let's set up these next couple, and then I will ask you to do 3 through 8 on your own. And we're going to skip number 9 today. Okay, 3 through 8. Let's move this over so I can fit my whole screen in here. Okay, now our instructions say subtract, check your answer by adding, and then write the missing part. So for each of these, they give you plenty of space to write an addition fact. When we are doing subtraction, our first step is to compare our ones. We look at this, we see we have a 2 on top and a 7 on the bottom. 7 is bigger than 2, so we have to regroup. And our 5 tens become 4 tens, and our 2 ones become 12 ones. 12 minus 7, hopefully you remember, is 5. 4 minus 2, hopefully you remember, is 2. If you are not sure what 12 minus 7 is off the top of your head, use your number line on your name tag. Start at 12 and jump back 7 jumps. Okay? We cannot be guessing. We cannot be hoping for the best, because then our math is wrong. Okay? We have to be very accurate when we are subtracting. And if we're trying to check our answer by adding, but our answer is wrong, that's going to be very confusing. Now we're ready to write our addition fact. To just double check, I use these two numbers and I'm adding them up to make sure our answer should be equal to our whole. Okay? 7 plus 5, I know that's 12. I drop my 2 and I carry my 1. Hopefully this kind of addition is review. I believe you practiced this before Mrs. Lind got back, so if you're having questions, raise your hand or come see me so we can talk about it together. And I add up my tens. 2 tens plus 2 tens is 4 tens, plus 1 more 10 is 5 tens. Our missing piece over here is 25. I'm looking through these. On 4, 5, and 7, you have to regroup. On 6 and 8, you don't have to regroup, because if you look at your ones place, 5 is bigger than 2 and 8 is bigger than 1. Okay, I want to see you writing the addition fact here on the side. There should be an addition fact on each of these. You need to complete 4 through 8 on your own and then quick check. I would suggest that you pause your video here and work through these math problems and then listen to the quick check part before you take your quick check. I'm going to pop over to the quick check now so I can talk you through what that looks like. Let's see. Okay. Number 1, subtract. Check your answer by adding what is the missing part. So you need to do 52 minus 18. You're solving for the missing part here. You definitely need to be using a whiteboard, and please use your headphones and listen to these questions. I'm going to first compare my ones. 2 minus 8. I have to regroup because 8 is bigger than 2. Your answer is what needs to go down here. Okay? Number 2. Rosa wants to use addition to check her subtraction. Which equation will she use? This is asking us which fact makes sense to check our subtraction problem. The first clue is that fact families use the same 3 numbers. So if the answer, A, B, C, or D, does not have 78, 49, and 29 in it, it's immediately wrong. So you can choose 2 answers that are immediately not going to work. Now, we are looking to flip our fact and use addition to check. So if we say 78 minus 49 equals 29, then we need to say 29 plus blank equals 78. Which answer, A, B, C, or D, matches that thinking? Number 3. Which equation is related to 65 minus 48 equals 17? So the first thing we need to look at is which one is an addition fact using these 3 numbers. Because we are looking for the related fact, and related facts and fact families use the same 3 numbers. We are looking for an addition fact using these same numbers. Number 4. I'm not sure I know how to pronounce that name. I'm going to say Matthias uses 26 plus 48 to check his answer to subtract a problem. What 2 subtraction problems could Matthias have solved? Select 2 problems. In order for you to get all of the points for this problem, you need to choose 2 answers. I'm going to give you a hint. Both of those answers should have 46 and 28. But we are not subtracting, we are looking for the flip. So if you add 26 and 48, find the answer. Those 2 subtraction facts are the ones that are in this fact family. There is a fact family or related fact sign on our back wall that might give you some help on this problem. Take your time and think. Remember, you need to choose 2 answers for this question. Okay, number 5. Avery has 16 more coins than Claire. Avery has 34 coins. If she has 16 more, we need to say 34 minus 16. Well, actually, let me think about that. Maybe I'm wrong. Avery has 16 more coins than Claire. Avery has 34 coins. How many coins does Claire have? Yeah, we need to subtract. So when you do the subtraction, 34 minus 16, you'll find your answer, and then it's showing you which equation you could use to check it. So it's showing you the answer plus the addition fact that you could use to check it. Use your whiteboard, set it up, and say 34 minus 16, find the answer, and then which fact will help you check that thinking. Take your time, use your tools. I know you can do it. Okay? Raise your hand and come check in with me if you need any help. I am here for you. You've got this.